It's major time,
Alright.
fellas.
Cringe. Cringe. I admit it. I admit it.
Go ahead and pick these two teams, just like always.
look,
Go ahead and pick
walk.
B8. Go ahead and
My
pick
first thing is I said pick these two teams because that's what we always do. What I meant there was pick the top two teams, Legacy and FaZe, because you always pick, the top two seeds. But how often, especially in the first stage, do the top two seeds actually get through? And I think Legacy you should have put in there, but putting FaZe in there was... I just thought it was going to be easy.
Fnatic. Go ahead and pick Nip. Go ahead and pick PARIVISION and FlyQuest. And
So, right?
also either LinVision or Imperial. That's what or Game Relation, I suppose.
The
Game
fact
Relation would
that
also be wise.
I would have put
then go
Imperial
ahead
in.
and
There's
go.
no way I was putting Imperial. I was just tired or something. There's no way I was putting Imperial in there. But the fact that Imperial is now one easy win away from making it in. But in general, my picks here are really good, right? Like B8, Fnatic, Nip, PARIVISION, FlyQuest, GL. If it was the old-fashioned way of picking, of pick'ems, I probably would have had Huns as my 0-3, and I would have had, hopefully I would have had Legacy as my 3-0. And then I would have had, I think it was 1-1 and 7, if I remember correctly, in the bottom, in the old-fashioned pick'ems. So I would have had FaZe or Legacy. Either way, I would have had, the 3-0 would have been wrong, and I probably would have had the one in the bottom 7 correct. Dude, they made pick'ems so much more difficult. What the fuck? And then I would have had Huns, which wouldn't have worked, because I wouldn't have picked Rare Adam. I mean, Rare Adam's been here before. So I would have had like 7 or 6 correct. One of these two teams, and then 5. I would have had 6 correct. FlyQuest. Oh, assuming PARIVISION. I would have passed. All I know is I would have passed if it was the old-fashioned. FlyQuest, B8, Bait, Fnatic, Nip, 4, and then I would have had, I think it's, Legacy or PARIVISION will pass through, and then probably FaZe. So I would have had probably 6. But no. So
The Huns and Rare Adam, and then save it. Okay, that's the video, guys. It's really not too much crazier than that. Those are the picks.
those are the picks.
Very, very, very simple.
Very, very, very
Don't
simple.
go with any North American teams.
No.
They don't know how to play Counter-Strike right now.
Wrong. Wrong. So wrong. So wrong that they could put a sub in, put the coach in, a 32, 34-year-old coach in, who's been out of the game for... We heard Launders, if you watched, you heard Launders talking about how Daps was retired from playing in 2016. Blood, I was in high school in 2016. I was a JIT in 2016. He was done almost a decade ago playing, and he subs in, and he beats FaZe? He nearly beat Fnatic today. And who'd they beat in that first matchup? Can't even remember. Doesn't matter. NRG completely obliterating expectations. And that's before we even get to M80, who look like a sleeper for the next stage. Maybe better than they ever have in the major. I think we've had one other experience with M80 in the major. This is definitely a better M80. At this point, it's like Lake is a vet. He's a rookie, right? But he's a vet. Like, he knows what he's doing. Hext is found his correct role on this team. He fits the vibe. He's one of the guys. And then you have Swisher, who's probably also playing the best he's ever played. I mean, he made some absolutely incredible multi-kills and carried, and I think has the second best rating on the team. So the guy that should be the weakest, the glue guy, has the second best rating on the team. That's not because the rest of the team has been weak. That's because the entire team has overperformed. So I was completely wrong.
Don't bet against any South American.
Don't bet against any South American teams. Well, I'll give myself half credit. If I get an F for the last take, I give myself a C- here. I mean, I give myself a C+, right? You know what? What am I saying? C-? I give myself a B-. Not gonna go any higher. I give myself a solid 80 because Legacy is worse, and because that's really it. Honestly, okay, I give myself a B for that take. Right? I had a trash NA take, but a B for the South American take, because besides Legacy, everybody in South America has outperformed. Many of you guys had Red Cannons as their 0-3, And Red Cannons almost beat FaZe and didn't go 0-3. Imperial's probably about to pass through, and Fluxo went 2-0. So what am I saying? What am I saying? I'm saying that South America popped off. That Imperial, Fluxo, and Red Cannons should have been 3 candidates for 0-3, and all 3 of them overperformed.
Teams, that's gonna bite you in the butt. Everybody around there knows how to play right now. I think it's
What am I even saying? Everybody around there knows how to play right now. What does that even mean?
time to fade Asia again.
Fade Asia. That's an A+ take. A+ take. Who the hell could have expected Vision to come out of nowhere and lay a fucking goose egg, bro? How many rounds did they win against whoever the fuck they just played, bro? Unreal trash coming out of Vision. I don't think that they are washed at all. But whatever they were trying to do, it wasn't working. And Asia is in a period of evolution, and in evolution, you are vulnerable. And they looked extremely vulnerable. They looked incapable of beating any team here. Easy 0-3. The Huns, like, okay, I'm not giving myself an A+ for the Fade Asia, because the Huns definitely, didn't go 0-3, but Rare Atom also trash. Vision and Rare Atom trash. And the Huns, had they not faced Vision, were not going to beat anybody else. Probably weren't going to beat Rare Atom. So, trash. And then I don't count FlyQuest as Asia in
I'm
this
not
case.
fading Vision, but I'm not picking them to go through. I think a lot of you will have Vision to go through.
I'm not fading them. I clearly faded them.
So, like, yeah, as you see, like, I'm not fading Red Cannons. I'm not having the 0-3 where they probably belong. Legacy, I'm saying yes, you're playing the right way right now. You've won grand finals. You've won like 2 more grand finals than Liquid has in this entire decade in the last like 3 months.
Yeah, about that.
B8 probably should be in the 3-0 instead of one of these teams.
It was wrong. It was wrong. They won one grand final. They've been to another
really
one,
see
but
and,
lost.
Like, predict. Like maybe Fnatic, but I don't think so.
I
Maybe
mean, they've won
PARIVISION,
first place, but they were at like
I
tier
feel
2
pretty
tournaments.
comfortable about all these teams. So lock that bitch in. Let's have a good fucking pickup.
So, yeah. Overall, I give myself a pretty good grade. A lot of random stuff happened. In the future, VRS doesn't lie.